Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're connecting from. You're welcome to today's live stream. Welcome back from the holiday. Hope you had a great time with friends and family. You're welcome, you're welcome. Confirm you can hear me loud and clear. Confirm you can hear me loud and clear. Please confirm the sound is okay. Confirm you can hear me loud and clear. Also confirm you can see the screen. Confirm the sound is okay. Confirm there is no noise in the background. Please confirm. I want to be sure you can hear me clearly. I want to be sure you can hear me clearly. Confirm there's no noise in the background. If you have any question, you have any pair you'd want me to analyze, let me know in the comment section. If there's anyone that you know needs to be in this class, share the link with that person. If there's anyone that you know that needs to be in this class, share the link with them. Which pair do you want me to analyze? Let me know. Let me know in the comment section. The kids are on holiday, so you might hear some noise in the background. uh, please bear with me. If you have any question, any pair you want me to analyze, let me know in the comment section. And how has been trading so far? How has it been? I hope you're making money. I hope you're making money from the markets. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. So, Sister Milola, what pair are you considering trading today? What pair are you considering trading today, and what is your bias on that pair? I want to know in the comment section, Mrs. Damilola, which pair are you trading? Which pair do you want us to look at today? So let's start by looking at the calendar. Let's start by looking at the calendar. Today is 7th of April. So there are no major news today. No major news today. So the probability that the technical patterns will play out is high. Okay, since there are no major news to influence price action today. So there's no major news, but tomorrow there is we have FOMC meeting for the dollar. FOMC meeting minutes for the dollar tomorrow by 7 p.m. It's a high impact news, so that could also influence today's price action because most of the institution might not want to go all in today. They might not want to go all in today, so you might see maybe experience low volatility in the markets. Okay, so that's it for the dollar. Tomorrow we have a major news for the dollar, and on Thursday we have core PC and final GDP, and on Friday, let's see Friday. Friday we have core CPI, consumer price index will be released for the dollar. So you could look for opportunity to trade dollar today, but tomorrow I would advise you take a break or you risk less on the dollar tomorrow and Friday. Maybe after core CPI news is released, you could look for opportunity to trade the dollar. Okay. So risk less on the dollar. If you insist on trading dollar today and tomorrow, your risk should be reduced. Okay, so let's look at dollar index. So dollar index since the market opened has been bearish. It's been bearish. Let's start with the daily time frame. Or let's start with the weekly. Yeah, this is the first time we are meeting this week. So let's look at the weekly. Let's look at the weekly time frame. So you can see last week candle. You can see how the last week candle closed. It closed as a, should we call this a doji? Yeah, doji or spinning candle, whatever you want to call it. Okay, doji or spinning candle, and that indicates change in trend from bullish to bearish. Also, what they did last week was to sweep the liquidity that was residing at this high. That was what they did last week. They swept the liquidity, and after sweeping the liquidity, you can see the pattern that formed. And if you go down to daily, after the close of the weekly candle, let's go down to daily. Let's see the pattern we had on the daily time frame. So if you look at the daily time frame, you can see here we had this was on Friday, Monday, Tuesday. Okay, so you can see what we had here. This was an engulfing pattern, and after the formation of this engulfing pattern, a fair value gap was created. You can see this fair value gap that was created here. Okay, a fair value gap was created. Price pulled back, filled that fair value gap, and right now I think the market is trading below that fair value gap. Let's see for hour. Probably there is a fair value gap above this on a 4-hour time frame. Okay, so let's see. So we had this fair value gap on 4-hour time frame. Okay, so that could be the reason this fair value gap. You can see. So price came back, though it didn't fill that gap completely. It didn't fill that gap completely. It swept. You see this liquidity reset at this high. The normal retail traders that have executed sell and their stop losses will be at this high. So what they did was to come sweep those liquidity residing at this high. Okay, so they did that yesterday, and you can see created a new fair value gap here. So this morning this gap has been filled. You can see. Can you see that? Can you see how the market respecting the fair value gap? It has filled that fair value gap, and that is the reason for that sell. You can see that's the reason for that sell. I believe if you go down to lower time frame, maybe 1 hour 15 minutes, after filling this gap, a bearish reversal pattern formed. Let's confirm on a lower time frame. I'm sure if a bearish, you can see that after they fill that gap, you can see the bearish reversal pattern that formed. You can see the doji indicating change in trend from bullish to bearish, and it has been bearish. So where is the dollar heading to? My take on the dollar, I think dollar wants to come. Let's go to 4-hour. Okay, so dollar might, you can see we have this fair value gap here. I believe it's the reason for the sell. Okay, so it's likely coming to fill this fair value gap. And if you go down to lower time frame, let's say 1 hour, probably there's still a fair value gap below here. So that is my expectation for the dollar. Okay, so we have this fair value gap here on 4-hour. Okay, we have this fair value gap, and we have this volume imbalance. So I would love to see price pull back into this area. You see, after this engulfing pattern, you want to go to school? Okay, all right. My bag is ready. Having a class, please. My bag is ready. Okay, I'm coming. So you can see we have this engulfing that formed here, and they know most retail traders have executed buy after the formation of this engulfing pattern. Many would have bought dollar, and their stop losses will be residing at this low. Okay, so that's the reason I'm hoping that price will come sweep this liquidity before going bullish. That's my expectation for the dollar. Okay, that's my expectation for the dollar. I'm still very bearish. On the dollar. Okay, so let's look at yen. If you have any pair you want me to analyze, let me know. Yen basket. I hope everyone can hear me. Mr. Kola says you can't hear me. I want to believe everyone can hear me. Mr. James, Mrs. Damilola, Joro boy, please confirm you can hear me. Confirm you can hear me. Mr. Kola, can you hear me now? Can't hear me. I think the issue is from your end. Please check your speaker. Okay, so for yen, let's start with the weekly. So yen, as you can see, last week candle closed strongly. It was bullish, but before the close of the market, sellers came in and they pushed the price down to equilibrium, right? They pushed the price down to equilibrium last week. So let's see daily. So this was what we had on a daily. This is a bearish reversal pattern on a daily time frame. This is a bearish reversal pattern on a daily time frame. So most likely they want to fill this fair value gap. Most likely they want to fill this fair value gap. Let's see for hour. So it's still very bearish. Still very bearish. Okay, so you can see this fair value gap I identified. Okay, so probably they want to fill this fair value gap. Okay, so that's my expectation for the yen. Okay, now I took a buy on GJ yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday was Monday. I bought GJ and I bought CHF JPY. This morning I closed GJ with 100 pip profit. With 100 pip profit, and I closed CHF JPY with I think 80 pips profit. So this is not the right time for you to sell yen. This is not the right time to sell yen because it's almost filling this fair value gap. And once it fills this fair value gap, we might see a pullback. So this is not the right time to look for sell on yen. This is not the right time to sell yen, okay? Because price right now is at a discount, right? Price is at a discount right now. So don't sell right now. This would have been the best entry. This would have been the best entry to sell. So if you have missed this opportunity, you had the second opportunity at this point. If you miss the second opportunity, then don't take the third opportunity. So there might be a little retracement from this fair value gap. Also, I think we'll still have this here. We have this liquidity here. Yeah, this fair value gap here. They might want to come and retest this fair value gap. Okay, so this gap got filled at this point, and you can see the pattern that formed there. It looks like a spinning candle, and the most rated traders would have executed buy after the formation of this spinning candle. Most rated traders, so this low, this is where they will have their stop loss. Okay, this is where the rated traders will have their stop loss or a few pips below this level. So there's a high probability they might come for this low. They might come for this low. So that's my take for yen. Yen is still bearish at the moment, but this is not the right time to sell yen. If you have missed the move, just let it go. Let it go. This is not the right time. Okay, it's not the right time to sell. It's late. So let's go to the chart. Which pair do you want me to analyze? Let me know. Let me know in the comment section. Which pair do you want me to analyze? Let me know. Let me know. Australian dollar USD. That's from Mr. James. Australian dollar USD. Let me know. Let me know. So let's start. Let me start with the weekly. Since dollar is bearish at the moment, we should expect Australian dollar USD to be bullish. So you can see, yes, last week closed as an inverted hammer. You can see it closed up as an inverted hammer, and after last week can do inverted hammer. You see the pattern we had here last week. This is a bullish reversal pattern. We had a spinning candle, and we have a candle that engulfed it. This is an engulfing pattern. This is an engulfing pattern. Okay, so this is a buy setup on GBP. Sorry, Australian dollar USD. It's a buy. It's a buy. It's a buy. It's a buy. So I think they are going first. They're going for this high. Okay, they're going for this high. These are levels of liquidity they might want to sweep. You see this relative equal high too. They might go for that. Then they might also go for this. Okay. So that's my take on Euro Australian dollar USD. It's a buy. But this would have been the best entry. This would have been the best entry for Australian dollar USD buy. This would have been the best entry. If you had missed this first opportunity, you had the second opportunity at this point. The little retracement, third opportunity at this point. So buying from this point is at a high risk. It's at a high risk, but it's still bullish. It's still bullish. They're going to sue this high and most likely come for this high. That's my take for Australian dollar USD. It's a buy. It's a buy. GBP, JPY, and gold. Okay, GBP, JPY, and gold. All right. If there's any pair you want me to analyze, let me know. GBP, JPY, and gold. Okay, that's from Mrs. Damilola. GBP, JPY, like I said, GBP, JPY, this is not the right time to trade GBP, JPY. GBP, JPY has been bullish since yesterday. Yesterday would have been the right time to take a buy on Australia on GJ. Yesterday, though it is still bullish, but yesterday would have been the right time. Most of us who executed buy yesterday, who took the buy yesterday, we are out of this market. Okay, we are out of this market, and I know many would also want to close their trade anytime soon. So we might see a retracement on GBP JPY. So GBP JPY is likely going to fill this fair value gap. See this gap here. Okay, I think that is where GBP JPY is aiming for. You can see this fair value gap. I think that's where GJ is aiming for. Okay, so it's after it fills this fair value gap, one might consider selling. So right now I'm still very bullish on GJ, though I'm out of the trade. Made 100 pips on GJ, I'm out of the trade. Okay, so right now I'm neutral on GJ. I cannot take a buy when the target is here and my stop loss should be at this point. I can't take it. The risk reward is too poor. 211.87 to 212.5. That's about 70 pips. 70 pips. But if you want to take the risk, you can set your stop loss here. So let's see the risk reward. Set your stop loss here. It's very risky though. 211.24, 211.82. That's about 60 pips. So if I'm risking 60 pips and I'm going for 70 pips, it's still the risk reward is still very poor. But if you want to take the risk, you can set your stop loss here. So you risk 70 to make 80 pips. So that's it. Okay, it's still very bullish. You can see. Still very bullish. Still very bullish. So that's my take on GBP JPY. Buy GBP JPY, though the risk is high, buying from the current market price. Okay. So which other pair again? Gold, Euro, Australian dollar, gold. Gold. Gold is bullish. Gold is bullish. Don't sell gold. Gold is bullish. Okay, next target for gold will be this. That will be the next target for gold. Gold is likely going to sweep all these highs. How long it will take, I don't know. How long it will take, I don't know. But right now, gold is bullish. Gold is bullish. Several weeks ago, I identified this this liquidity. I said gold is likely going to come for this sell side liquidity or go for buy side liquidity. So last 2 weeks, they came, swept the liquidity residing at this low. And I think they also filled, we have this fair value gap here. You can see this fair value gap here also. After sweeping that liquidity, they also used that opportunity to fill this fair value gap, or probably came back to retest this resistance turn support. You can see that's the reason for this sell. Now that they have swept sell side liquidity, they are most likely going for buy side liquidity, which is residing at this level, or this level. That is the next move on gold. So gold is bullish. Don't trade against the trend. Flow with the trend of the market. Flow with the trend of the market. Okay. So that's my take on gold. Bullish on gold. I'm bullish on gold. Is there any other pair you want me to analyze? Let me know. Is there any other pair you want me to analyze? Let me know. Please give the video a thumbs up if you haven't done that. And if it's your first time joining the live stream, please subscribe to the channel so that anytime I come on live, you get notified by YouTube. Ensure you are subscribed to the channel. I believe you are getting value from the sessions. Is there any other pair? Is there any other pair you want me to analyze? If you have any question, please ask. Ask. Any question? It appears there are no questions. It appears there are no questions. If there are no questions, I would have to end the session. If there are no questions, I would have to end the session. Ade Ojo, you have a trade on Euro Aussie, so there is no need analyzing Euro Australian dollar. You have a trade on Euro Aussie, so since you already have a trade on Euro Aussie, there is no need analyzing it. You wait for the market to hit TP or stop loss. Okay. There is no need analyzing Euro Aussie. You already have a trade on Euro Australian dollar. You are buying Euro Australian dollar, so there is no need analyzing it. Hold that trade. Either the market hits your stop loss or your take profits. When it hits your stop loss, then you know that your bias or you know that your bias is invalid. Then you wait for the next opportunity. Any question? Any other question? Any question? Any question? Any question? Is there any other pair you want me to analyze? For those of you who'd like to get the ultimate signal software, the best trading software, send me a message on WhatsApp. The promo has ended, so if you want to subscribe, you have to subscribe. You have to pay at the original price, $30 for 1 month subscription. If you've not gotten that software, you're doing yourself a disadvantage. If you haven't gotten that software and you are still losing in the market, you're doing yourself a disadvantage. Stop losing money to the market. Stop losing money to the market. If from January to date you have not made profits, all you have done is making deposits, all you have done is making losses, you should get the software. You should get the software. It's a must have. So that you get the software or you stop trading. Stop losing money. Stop losing the money, your hard-earned money. Stop losing. I think I'm after the subscription fee. That's not my concern. My major concern is that you are making money trading forex. That's my major concern. That's my major concern. It's my major concern. Stop losing money. Get the software. You need it. Any question? Any question? If there are no questions, I would have to end the session. I want to appreciate every one of you who participated. I appreciate you, Mrs. Damilola, Mr. James, Mr. Caller, Joro Boy. Thanks for joining. It's been a while. Joro Boy, it's been a while. Mr. Ade, Mrs. Adeojo, thanks for joining. I believe you got value from the session. So that will be all for today. Our next session will be tomorrow by 10 a.m. And for those of you that have the software, we'll be having a review session every Friday. Every Friday, we'll be having a review session. We'll look at all the trades we executed for that week, and we'll see what we did right and what we did wrong. Okay, every Friday, and you should show up for the classes. Show up for the classes. Most of you send me DM asking what lot size you should apply on your $50 account or your $100. I will not be attending to those DM. I will not be attending to those DM. Show up for the Zoom session. That is where I will be taking all your questions. So from Monday to Friday, you should note down every of your questions. I will not be attending to DM. Show up for the classes. If you don't show up for the classes, please don't send me message on DM. Don't send me message on. I will not attend to it. I will call for class. You will not show for class, and you later be sending me message on DM. Please, I would not take those questions. Show up for the classes. If you're not showing up for the classes, it means you don't have any issues. Okay, please. Once more, I want to appreciate you all for your participation, and I wish you all a profitable trading day. Bye for now.